This video is intended for listening only. Close your eyes, relax, and let the story unfold. He didn't believe in ghosts until he stayed at that house behind the temple. It was supposed to be a simple job, just like the dozens he'd done before. But this one stayed with him. Over 10 years ago, Mr. Porn was a well-respected contractor. Not a big company, just him and his team of 5 skilled workers, taking on small to medium construction jobs around his home province. He usually avoided long-distance jobs. Travel costs, fatigue. It just wasn't worth it. But one day, someone he knew asked him to check out a house that needed roof renovation. The location wasn't too far, just over 60 kilometers. After a quick discussion, Mr. Porn agreed to take the job. The house was in a small village, right next to a river. Quiet, serene, beautiful. It was the kind of place he'd never worked in before. After agreeing on the scope and price, Mr. Porn was about to head home when the homeowner asked, "Have you found a place to stay during construction?" That caught him off guard. He hadn't thought of it. Commuting daily would be too much. 100 kilometers round trip every day was no joke. So he started asking around. A shopkeeper told him about a few rental houses, cheap ones, behind the temple. Yes, inside temple grounds. He was skeptical, but time was short and cheap was tempting, so he drove into the temple. First thing he saw, a crematorium, right at the entrance. It wasn't at the back, hidden away like usual. It was right there, beside the gate. He drove past the temple structures, the ordination hall, the monks' quarters, open-air pavilions. The temple grounds stretched deep. At the very back, to his surprise, was a small residential community. Maybe 10 homes, tucked behind the holy grounds. He asked around. One elderly woman offered him a rental for $40 per month. A wooden house, a bit old but not decayed. She said people stayed there often, mostly laborers. "It's not locked. You can check it out on your own," she said casually. That was odd. But he went. The house was quiet. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Electricity and water both worked. Dust blanketed the window bars, like it hadn't been touched in years. Odd. Wasn't it supposed to be rented out frequently? He tried to open the window, but someone outside called him to move the truck. He left it for later. Later that evening, he and his crew moved in. He took the bedroom. The others laid their bedding in the front area. That night, he dreamt. He was cleaning the dusty window. Then he opened it. Standing just a few meters away was a woman. She wore a traditional Thai outfit, a sabai, delicate silk draped over one shoulder. She smiled and asked, "Are you new here?" He nodded in the dream. She giggled, then vanished. He woke up unsettled. He didn't usually remember dreams, especially not ones like that. The next morning, they drove past the crematorium again. His worker, Mr. Sunt, joked, "What if a ghost follows us back?" Everyone laughed, except Mr. Pon. He didn't find it funny. Later that day, while chatting with the homeowner, he mentioned his rental. "You're staying behind the temple?" the homeowner asked. "Yeah, small house in a cluster at the back." "Oh, back there. That land belongs to the temple. People rent it cheap, but they say it used to be haunted." That night, exhausted, He fell asleep quickly. He woke up around 2 a.m. Something was breathing on his face. Not air from a fan, but breath. He jumped up. No one was there. Then came footsteps outside his window. He forced the rusty window open, struggling against years of disuse. Outside, barely lit by moonlight, was the woman from his dream. Same sabai, same calm stare. She looked directly at him and smiled. He slammed the window shut. Didn't sleep the rest of the night. Days passed. Each morning, an old man would visit him during his coffee. Polite, friendly, asked about the job, said the house used to be his. Mr. Khan grew fond of him. One rainy morning, the old man didn't come. He was chatting with Mr. Sant, who asked, "Who do you talk to every morning?" Mr. Pran answered, "The old man, owner of the house." Mr. Sant went pale. "There's no one there. I see you talking alone." Later that day, hot and sweaty, Mr. Porn opened the window for air. What he saw chilled him. A Takian spirit shrine, a sacred shrine for a female tree spirit just outside. It faced directly into his bedroom. Cloth-wrapped logs, statues, powder for lottery numbers, hanging traditional dresses. Mr. Pon called the crew. Everyone was stunned. No one had noticed it before. Mr. Sant was trembling. "I see her," he said, "almost every night. She stands at my feet, staring." That evening, they all offered incense and apologized. The next morning, the old man came again. Mr. Po asked about the shrine. "Oh, that? They pulled that log from the river ages ago. No place to put it, so they placed it here. But the house, built after, no more land left." The shrine and house nearly touched, but after that day, no more dreams, no more visitations, until they left. He went to thank the landlady, the old man's sister. He said, "Please tell your brother, thank you. I'll miss our morning chats." She smiled awkwardly. "My brother? Oh, he passed away 3 years ago." Mr. Pawn said nothing. He left in silence. But even now, he sometimes wonders if he returns to that house. Will the old man be waiting for him again? If you enjoyed this true Thai horror story, subscribe to Tale After Dark for more chilling tales every week.